Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. To give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Aki, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth back one of the lesson. Today is just going to be a lesson dealing with a subject another brother was discussing at camp. Just dealing with how much bullshit and tribulation and battling of the flesh that we've been through over the years, man. All right. Just basically the symbology of getting knocked down, is getting up, getting knocked down and getting up. And we were talking about it, and he had made a comparison of it, of the process of going through that, of having, seeing a tree with deep, deep roots, man. All right. Roots so deep into the earth that that tree, it becomes unmovable. During the storm, it doesn't get blown over or ripped up, right? And he was saying, the brothers that have been through a lot of ups and downs in this truth, man, are basically we're getting forged in that spiritual fire, man, right? Preparing us for this final last stand. Because we've seen a lot. We've lost things. We've gained things. And a lot of it is because we were in this faith and in this ministry, man. So we had to take our lumps for the faith and belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. First scripture I want to get into is the book of Mark, chapter 4, verse 31. It says, it is like, actually, I started at 30. Mark 4 and 30. He said, whereunto shall we liken the kingdom of the Most High? Or with what comparison shall we compare it? Right? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which when it is sown in the earth, it is less than all the seeds that be in the earth. So a lot of times when we're in this ministry, we're in this walk, right? We get looked down upon, man. You get looked at as though you're wasting your time, right? You could be doing other things in this world that's more productive. When people see it, they really don't understand it. And that's fine. That's okay, man. But we understand through the Spirit that we're laying the groundwork for something that can't be compared to. All right. And you got to know that in your mind. Verse 32, it says, but when it is sown and it groweth up and becometh greater than all herbs and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. Right. So eventually that seed becomes a great massive tree, man. All right. In the process of time. So just understand and just know that all the sacrifices, all the hell you've been through, as long as you kept the faith, man, and you're still winning. And you're still winning. And when shortly, when the time arrives, when this place goes down, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not gonna forget your labor of love, man. All right. He's not going to forget your labor of love and your steadfastness for his word. Just remember that and just know that. From here, I want to go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, right, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Right. So when you read up in this chapter, man, the path that we're on, not only hearing the word, but be doers of the word, as the scriptures say. You're putting down a strong foundation. You're putting down mighty roots, as the brother was saying at camp, man. Because of course you're going to have tribulation and setbacks, but If your foundation is strong, if your roots are deep, you're gonna endure. Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man who built his house upon the sand, and the rains descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So I seen that over the years in this camp, man. When you had brothers that this got to be a man of the Lord. He knew all the precepts, knew all the scriptures, great speaker, but he really didn't have a strong foundation, man. He didn't practice what he preached. He was a hypocrite, right? He would tell or say certain things, but in his day-to-day, daily life, he didn't institute them. He didn't practice them, right? So when adversity really came and hit him, that man got plucked up and pulled out this knowledge. Right? And you don't want that to happen to you. Let's keep going. Let's go to this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Right? So more about going through that fire, adversity, and tribulation. All these things are written within the scriptures to warn you of the walk of this ministry, man. How the world's gonna hate you, right? How it's gonna look down upon you. How it's gonna convict you, but that's okay. That's all right. We understand that that's a big major part of this thing. You know, that's our test. Things that we have to face. Knowing that this outwardly wicked world is not right, man. It's not on the right side of this thing. We're on the right side of this thing, you know, and that's why we look crazy. We're gonna be we're demonized for it, right? We're gonna be infamous for it. But that's something that through the Spirit, the trials, the fall downs, the setbacks, skirmishes with the family, to be in people want to separate themselves from you. All things written in the scriptures, you know. We have to prepare our minds for those things to be even more intense in these last days, man. I believe I got one more. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, For they verily for a few days chasten us, after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening, right, for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Yeah, it's hell when you're going through it. You're mad, you're angry, you're upset. People want to play the blame game. You don't understand it. Sometimes you think the Lord might have forsaken you, right? Because guess what? You're being chastened. You know, let me read it again. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Right? Meaning, you learn your lesson, you become stronger, you're able to move wiser, right? Your understanding increases when you go through this chastening. But it yields what? Peaceable fruit. Meaning, you hang in there, all right? You get up, you get knocked back down, and you continue on the path, and you're going to be in the kingdom, man. You will be in the kingdom, all right? And that's something that you have to take comfort in, man, right? It says, let me read one more. Whether lift up your hands, which hang down, in the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed, right? So, get out of that depressed state. Push back, fix that mindset, man. And continue to work, man. Continue to show up, right? And that just keeps compounding and making those roots deeper and deeper and deeper, man. Where you become unbreakable, unmovable, Take on that whole armor, as the scriptures say, and you will be able to stand in that day. But that's the point. We give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shalom the next time.